G'day trainers, welcome back to Pokemon D&D Behind the Scenes. This is going to be a bit of a double up. We've actually just finished recording episode 5 and we never ended up doing an episode 4 behind the scenes. There was a lot of interruptions. There was a lot of things in each person's personal life that really just sort of pushed it back. This is going to be a little bit of both. We're going to talk a bit about episode 4. We're going to talk a bit about episode 5. Um, a lot happened in both. I'd argue maybe more happened in. I don't know. They were pretty even. If you think about it, they were kind of fairly even. That stuff at the end with Finn in episode 5 and the stuff with Jet and Blue in episode 4. It was a bit. It was a bit. Anyway, joining me today from our cast of amazing colleagues, adventurers, fellow adventurers. We have got Christmas playing Volt.
Hey everyone, how we going?
And we have got Cooper playing Coops.
How
And I
we
think
doing?
it was the wrong way around. We got Coops playing Cooper.
Yeah,
Always get it
what's going
wrong.
on?
Boys, let's start with episode 4. We reached Pallet Town at the end of episode 3. Camped out. Did we camp out? Yeah, we did. We camped out in Pallet Town earlier.
Yeah.
That's right. We camped out in Pallet Town. Woke up the next morning and had a little bit of fun. Our first encounter was Professor Oak's granddaughter, Daisy Oak. Yeah, tell me a bit about it, guys.
So, from what I can recall, she wanted to create a herbal tea for Blue, which
Yeah,
we'll
that's
bring up
right.
in a bit. As Blue was feeling down, so she set us, the Viridian 5, on a quest to find specific items. I believe it was, test my knowledge here, it was definitely a mushroom.
There was definitely a
And I
mushroom.
I don't know if it was berries or if it was leaves. No, it was berries because we gave her the berries straight away.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
right,
was
because we
berries.
had some. Yeah.
Yep. So, and then we all parted ways and we went to certain
Ooh.
locations.
We did, but actually before that, we had a little bit of a retcon happen. We realized we had fallen prey to a little bit of metagaming. And when we backtracked on the old man in Viridian City, the man who was preaching archaeism, he originally gave 2 out of 5 of us, or 3 out of 5 of us, the pamphlets about archaeism, which got added into people's inventories. And myself, I think yourself, Volt, and Vergus. Oh wait, no, you got it, didn't you?
No,
It was me and Coops that got it.
Oh, it's just you two.
Yeah.
Okay, so me, Finn, and Vergus didn't. But after we found out that there was something about it, we went back and got it, which we shouldn't have been able to do. We shouldn't have been able to backtrack and been like, hey, now that we know there's something good, give it to us. So we've initiated and put into place that new rule where if you miss out on something, too bad. You missed out on it, which I like. It adds a little bit of accountability. And it means we're not all playing the exact same way, the exact same thing.
You remember how we lost those? Or
Yeah,
I lost an item and the others.
Yeah,
lost
so
something.
not only did the pamphlets and the lumberries get taken from us, it was Daisy. Daisy's phone number got stolen from you as well. Yeah.
It did.
Yeah, a Rattata pack attacked. Probably the family members of the 3 Rattata we killed off. But you know, that's just my headcanon. That's my headcanon. I feel like they hunted us down. Let me just invert my camera here because now that we're not actually playing, it looks like I'm not talking to you guys. It's like I'm talking away. So there we go. That's better.
Hey!
There we go. There. Now I'm talking to you guys. Yeah. So and that's better anyway because that's where everything is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to retcon that a little bit, which is good. I think that was for the best. But yeah, had to go and make a tea or help make that tea for former Pokemon League champion Blue because he's a little bit depressed.
It was
a little
actually
rundown.
something that happened before we went and made the tea. We actually went and approached Professor Oak's lab.
Yeah, we did.
We did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so we all went up to approach the lab. We knocked on the door and we were greeted by one of the aides who informed us that Professor Oak was not coming back till later that afternoon.
Mhm. Which is why we
And
went off to go have a look around and yeah.
correct, yeah. The aide had spotted my character and knew who I was, which put me on the back foot straight away. And Volt, my character, paid his way for the items that he had lied about to Dennis, the shopkeeper.
Mm.
Which at first Volt was not willing to pay, but as everyone walked off, he had slipped the money through the door crack at the end of that one.
Didn't you give some extra money?
I did, because
Yeah. I remember that.
interest, it's kind of fair, and it was a very dirty tactic to get items off the start. So
Yeah, clever
I think
though.
it was,
Clever.
It was a bit dirty.
But
It
very
was.
dirty.
But then we lead to Daisy, and then there was, I believe, you went off and you.
Yeah, I ended up down
found
at the
someone.
beach and ran into Pokemon trainer Leaf from the games. So the protagonist from Leaf Green. So I ran into her and a Venusaur and I think a Espeon or a Vaporeon. She had an evolution.
Vaporeon,
It was
yeah.
a Vaporeon.
Yeah.
And she also seemed a little bit depressed. Apparently, Pallet Town isn't good to its trainers. She was a little bit sick of the Kanto region. So after, honestly, and I had to really, really try with her. She did not really want to talk to me. And now that I'm saying this out loud, I'm gonna get hashtag me too'd. But I sort of forced her to talk to me. I kept talking to her. And yeah, I think through our conversation, it looks like she's going to be heading over to the Johto region. So maybe one day in the future, we'll meet her there. Maybe she'll be the champion of Johto when we get there.
Did she give you anything in particular?
She did. She handed Jet a little pamphlet. Actually, I can't remember what was on it. I think it was something about the Unova region.
Wasn't
Let me
it a
have
ticket?
look.
I'm pretty sure she gave you a boat ticket.
No, I don't. Oh God, did she?
Nah.
Wasn't it
I
a
don't think
ticket?
it's a boat ticket.
Maybe you were inquiring
It was-
about it.
No. Now that you say that, though, that kind of sounds a little familiar.
I know that there was conversation about the ticket, but I don't know if you actually got the ticket or not.
Ooh, hold on. I've got the dice roll populating. Let's just get rid of that for a sec. Because I was opening it up. I'll have a look at my character sheet. It was I did get something. There we are. There's Jet. And where are my items at? And it's just in a. No, so it is. It's a travel brochure. Let me open it because it's in a Google Doc. Okay, so it is about another. Okay, so the reason we thought it was about tickets is because it's saying book now through SSN Luxury Cruise Liner Service. But it's just a poster saying Sinnoh, featuring Mount Coronet. So I don't know why she's given that to me.
I mean, you were the only one who received the item, so, and I don't think that was something that you actually chose to share.
I didn't. Well, I don't
Nah,
think there's
not at
anything
all.
to share. I mean, it literally is just a poster.
Hmm.
There's nothing on it except book now. What could it be? It really could. Why would she give me something for Sinnoh? What was she doing in Sinnoh?
That is a good question. I think that's going to tie into something we have a look at later on.
Oh, maybe it could have been. Maybe she was planning on going to Sinnoh next, and I convinced her to go to Johto. Maybe instead of going to Johto, we go to Sinnoh next once we've conquered Kanto.
That would be a pretty interesting turn. And then, where did Fergus head off to?
Fergus and Finn went. They climbed a mountain, yeah, off at the Oak Corral to get a certain flower.
That's right. Yeah, they did too.
Got a little hurt. There was a lot of injuries this episode.
Yes.
A lot of injuries.
Oh yeah.
Most of them self-inflicted. Probably like 90% of them were self-inflicted, if not 100. But look, not really a lot happened from there up we until we went to deliver the tea to Gary Oak's house, our Blue's house.
There was a bit. There was a bit before that.
Was
So
there?
Cooper and Volt went to explore south of the house, and Cooper, being the DM had advised us that the mushrooms that we were seeking
Mhm.
are tied. I believe it was a red cap mushroom,
Oh, yes,
and it
I
was
remember.
tied to
Yeah.
area where there was lots of poisonous mushrooms. Cooper, with his quick
Yeah.
thinking, had sent out his Ekans to sniff out which is the poisonous and which is not. Cooper was able to successfully get it. And Cooper, what
Everything.
without getting poisoned, Cooper, what did Volt do?
Hmm. I was gonna see if you were gonna remember this or leave it out.
Nah, nah.
What did I
Did
grab after we got
did you not go and grab a secondary poison mushroom and store it away for later?
Cooper? Do you remember?
Wait, is
Yeah, I
that not it?
believe that's what he did.
It is
Yeah.
what it is.
I believe he stashed. Yeah, I believe he stashed the poisoned
Mm-hmm.
mushroom and told no one about it.
Yes, you
At
were the
all.
only one that knew about that one,
Yeah, I was
and
the only
we
one.
chose
Yeah.
to ignore that one and not tell anyone that I had successfully gained a very, very bad item. But that was and true to your loyalty, you didn't tell anyone. You didn't even bring it up. You just
Nah.
successfully said, "We've got this red cap mushroom," and then we went and created the tea.
Yeah.
Did,
And
holy
then,
crap!
yeah.
Did we poison Blue?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we didn't.
Oh my god!
God
I thought that was gonna be the plot twist.
No.
Oh my god!
So I remember it specifically that it was a red cap mushroom, which was a non-poisonous mushroom, and that the other mushrooms in there were like bitter caps or something
They
like that,
look
which were
similar or
poisonous.
something, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We got the non-poisonous one, so we were successful in making the tea. But I had
Oh no, that's what I'm asking though. Did you maybe slip the poisonous one into the tea instead? Did we just kill Blue? I hope not.
I mean, we'll have to
Well,
see Blue next. But
well,
I
That would have been
spoiler
a
alert,
brutal
no,
plan.
I did not use my poisonous mushroom on that tea.
kind of wish you did after what happens.
I mean,
Uh,
I didn't get access to deliver the tea, so I had
yeah,
no ability to put anything in the tea.
excellent. Through this whole thing, Jet was he was fangirling a lot. He was very excited to go and meet a Pokemon champion level trainer, or a champion level trainer rather. So very eagerly took the tea and just started sprinting towards Blue's house. Um, kind of let ourselves in, yeah. Do we do a little bit of a B&E? We broke and
Uh,
entered.
We
I
just pretty much.
I believe Vergus burst through the door.
Mm. And yeah, we find Blue depressed and in bed. A bunch of his Pokemon out by his side, and just super depressed. Obviously, a little taken aback. All of a sudden, there's 5 men in his house, all almost double his age. Oh, got 10 years on him. Oh, yeah, 6 to 8 years on him.
Yeah.
He's
So
12,
look,
isn't he?
yeah, roughly. So look, I do understand the apprehension, the the caution that we caused him. But look, Jet was very disappointed after the experience. Jet was very disappointed with Blue as a champion level trainer. That's for sure.
Do you remember why Blue was upset?
Like he just felt like he didn't have a purpose. He was dethroned by current Pokemon champion Red, and just sort of lost his way. He's like, oh, hold on, my dream was to become the Kanto champion. I've done that, but now I've failed. What's left for me to do? He's a really big sook, actually.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that.
I thought it was rather, strange that, you did so well, and then now he's just, all of a sudden super depressed
Yeah,
and just wants to do nothing, no other goals or anything.
yeah, I found that very, very odd for someone who's meant to be as passionate a trainer as Blue.
Yeah.
He had Pokemon by his side, didn't he?
He did. He had an Arcanine. He had a Jolteon, maybe.
Yeah, Jolteon.
Did
And
it
there
was
was,
Pidgeot?
I think there was
No.
one other. Yeah.
I can't
I
remember
don't
who
think
the
it
other
was
one was.
Pidgeot. I'm pretty sure it was only two.
Um, Let me open up Blue's house on the map and have a look.
Poliwrath?
I might have been Poliwrath.
Poliwrath Arcanine?
Blue's house
Or
Oak's
Nidoking?
house. It was Blastoise, Jolteon, and Arcanine.
Oh wow, there's three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus. Yeah.
Makes sense. Blastoise would have been his starter Pokemon, so.
Yeah.
And what
Look.
happened, Jet?
Look, I got overly excited. I was seeing a gorgeous champion level Arcanine who didn't maul me when we got there. So I was assuming he was friendly, man. I was assuming he was friendly. I have gone up and maybe overly enthusiastically started petting him and just patting him a lot, ruffling his fur. Until Arcanine decided he didn't like it. And without warning, very unfairly, haven't decided if I'm going to press charges yet, Arcanine bit off my left pinky and swallowed it. Arcanine ate my pinky. Jet now only has 9 fingers.
Do you think if you didn't fangirl as such that the Arcanine might have not got rolled up and bitten your pinky off?
Oh yeah, it was 92% my fault.
Yeah.
It was at least 92% my fault.
Yeah, it was yeah. I mean, it was a bit full on. Let's be honest.
Oh
But,
look, it was very full on.
I mean,
Look,
I understand because of
Yeah,
in
like-
real life, but yeah,
I mean,
like
Jet
a
wants to
big
be
fangirl in real life.
right. I mean, Jet wants to be a champion level trainer. And meeting one, he look, we're all 18. We're flooded with hormones at the moment. I just couldn't regulate them properly. Yeah.
That's for sure. And you also had a conversation with Blue. Well, you weren't very impressed with the conversation with Blue.
Well, I was. So I was talking with Blue, trying to pep him up, just really telling him to suck it up. There's many regions out there. Telling him I was pretty disappointed. I think I told him how disappointed I was in him, based on everything I'd heard, and if I didn't, I should have. But he didn't want to listen to anything. Like I genuinely tried to pep the dude up, and he just did not care at all.
Yeah, so and it was strange. I mean, I attempted to. I mean, I do remember that you tried to charm him, which didn't work out, and I attempted to lie to him, did not work out. A lot of our actions did not work out, and I thought I'll backtrack and I'll send Cushion a bit of a comfort to him, and he'd spoken to me off in a corner, away from everyone else who was verbally attacking him, and I attempted to get more information out of him. He didn't really want to. He just kept cuddling Cushion. And we decided to vacate the house, and someone had come back into the house. Do you remember who it was?
I do. I do. Burgess came back in, guns a blazing, saying some pretty horrible things that actually had to be censored out of the episode. Like really bad. I can't stress how bad they actually were. But he said some pretty horrible things towards Blue. And tried to put him on the path of actually going and opening up the Viridian City Gym, taking it over. Which, as you know, to the canon of the story, he's meant to be. He should be running the gym. The best spot for it. He's definitely the most qualified trainer in Kanto at the moment to do it. So, I guess by the time Cooper and Jet have gotten 7 gym badges, we'll probably have to swing back round to Viridian City and see if he's there.
Take him on. Definitely.
Be interesting to see what he does. And then we went to Professor Oak.
We went to Professor Oak's. I'm gonna let you do this. Jet's memory is a little fuzzy.
Yes, as were a lot of people that night. So we went into the lab, Jet being losing blood, very faint because of the blood loss. Had asked, and I believe Finn had also asked if there was any liquor in the professor's lab. Professor Oak obliged and provided, I believe it was whiskey.
That
I
was
can't
definitely
remember.
Yeah.
whiskey.
Yeah.
It was definitely whiskey, and a lot of the party got drunk. Volt didn't. Cooper, I believe, had one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Uh,
all had a shot, didn't we?
no, I didn't. I don't drink
Oh, you didn't.
in the
Yeah.
game.
I remember having a shot.
Yes. Jet had continued to drink. Finn had a couple, and I'm not sure what Vegas was doing at this point. I don't know if Vegas was even.
This is actually when Vergus ran back to ran back to
That's right.
Blue.
Yeah, so he
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
there. So Jet had got extremely drunk. Professor Oak had also got extremely drunk. Finn was tipsy. Cooper was impaired, but not drunk or tipsy. And Professor Oak had some interesting moves on people within the lab itself. I think this would be a great opportunity to roll over to Jet. Jet,
I actually don't
what had
remember. I
happened?
don't know if this is true or not, or if I'm just misremembering it. I did did Professor Oak grab my bum?
I
Is that
think
what
he
happened?
did grab your bum. I
Wasn't it?
I
Did
can't remember.
Didn't you kiss him?
what?
Oh
You
wait,
kissed him.
really? That actually kind of sounds
Oh no.
familiar.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain. I'm sure of it.
I'm actually genuinely curious now because I cannot remember
I
what
can't
happened.
remember. I do remember.
Well, it was something. Yeah, it was something weird. It was
I
pretty weird. Let's
I
be
do
honest.
remember.
It's
Yeah.
the
I
professor drunk and hitting up on little boys.
look. I
Oh,
also
good
I
odds.
also have a sneaking suspicion that Jet was maybe slipped some form of narcotic. Um, I
That,
feel like there was a little bit more going on than just some alcohol.
that might explain how drunk you got at this point. Um, I will quickly try and listen to what happened during that thing whilst we move on to what happened when we were leaving the Professor Oak's laboratory.
Yeah, so leaving drunk, Professor Oak passed out on the floor. I went to loot his lab coat, but there was nothing. There was nothing there. I was hoping for a wallet, but that wasn't. Uh,
There was a big moment between Volt
there
and
was, yeah. So
Jet.
Volt and Jet sort of reconciled here. Volt helped me down the stairs. He sort of half carried me down to safety and helped me
Got
set up
injured in the
camp.
process too.
Yeah, I believe we all fell.
Yeah, yeah.
I do think we all fell down the stairs. There were a lot of stairs. It was a big
Yeah.
fall. But no, look, that was good. We kind of bonded. I think I told him I loved him. I did tell him I love him. I remember that clearly.
Definitely.
But look, it was good. It was good. We're friends. We're now friends at this point.
We are. Yeah, and I did try and help set up your tent
Mm-hmm.
because of how abbreviated you were. Is that the word?
Did you
No,
say
I don't think.
abbreviated?
I did say abbreviated. What's the word for it? I
Inebriated.
can't, inebriated. That's the word. I knew it was. It's very late. I'm tired.
It
But
is
I
very
knew that
late.
I was going along those lines. But yes, we did get your tent set up, and we woke up very hazy. Well, some of us very hazy in the morning.
A lot of
Yep.
us.
I believe we
Then
then all went and sort of just jumped starkers into the river, didn't we?
we
Or
did.
Yeah,
something.
Yes.
freshen up.
Yep. No, definitely.
Just quickly listening to it. So keep going. I'm just going to find out what happened with Oak.
Yeah, so next morning obviously we're waking up. That was actually kind of the end, wasn't it? We sort of woke up, we reaffirmed we were friends. We caught some fish. We ate some fish. There was something else. So yeah, we caught a bunch of fish just near the Oak Corral. Um, but after that, we then went and got given a bit of a task because we went to look for some breakfast. We got given from a brand new bakery a bunch of ingredients or stock, and we were asked to deliver it. It was delivered to the other side of Mount Moon, on the Cerulean City side, I believe.
Yep.
So we're now on a little bit of a journey to do that. Let's see what we get. Maybe we just eat the supplies on the way.
Oh,
Who
I don't
knows?
know about that.
No,
I don't
neither do
know.
I. Neither do I.
Do you reckon there's going to be a big surprise at the end of it? Like something
Um,
huge?
I feel like if we get rid of it, and we sorry, I feel like if we don't deliver it, even if there wasn't, Amy is going to make out like there was, and she's like, "Look,
Yeah.
this is what you've just missed out on." So I don't want to risk missing out on something.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, it's a long way to carry some items,
Yes.
pretty much across. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting what kind of surprise or what kind of gift they would give us
Yes.
for delivering
Yes.
these items.
No, I'm very, very excited.
Ow,
Yeah.
sorry, I just got the muted bit. So we got the package from the bakery
Mm-hmm.
to go and deliver it. I believe it was to another bakery that was just opening up?
Yeah. So it was another one
Yeah,
just on the other side of Mount Moon.
So we had to deliver it for Sable City.
Oh, Sable City. I don't know where that is. I don't
Yes.
think that's actually a canon place in Kanto. So this would be a completely homebrewed place.
I've got the parcel in my inventory, so
Oh, I'm
I
glad you
can see
mentioned that.
that.
I wouldn't have remembered.
Yes, no. I think I
Yeah.
volunteered to stack it, and we'd got the coffees, and then we made our way up to was it Route One? Route One? Yeah,
Mm.
Route
We
One.
started to, yeah, we started to head back up towards Viridian City so we could go back up to Viridian Forest.
And I'd bumped into a familiar face.
Tell us about it.
Yes, so I bumped back into Daisy, and Daisy was attempting to flirt with me. Upon losing her phone number, I realized, look, it's just not going to work out. So I just straight up said to her, look, sorry, we're never going to become anything here. And I was struck in the face. I got a slap to the face, which is fine. That was
Heartbreak.
expected. Yeah, look, young love, it sucks, but it is what it is. Your
Mhm.
life goes on, and I took that. She cried and ran off, and then I went back to the group and we went up to the Pokemon Center. I believe that was where we capped off the end of that episode.
Yeah, it was. We finished off.
Yeah.
We weren't going to do any long rests. We were just going to have a quick heal up and then head straight back out. Let's not jump into episode 5. Maybe we do cut it into 2. Because I'm getting really tired. It's 1:30. What do you guys think of episode 4?
Look, I think there's a lot of opportunity for the campaign to go to different places. I think that some of the things that we're doing is pretty detrimental for the rest of our campaign. I mean, losing a pinky on your left hand is not ideal. You're not left-handed, are you?
No, I'm not. We're not.
Okay.
Which is lucky because obviously my class is a martial artist. I can't risk losing either that strength or dexterity. But and I spoke to you guys offline. I really, when we get to Celadon City? Vermilion City? No, Celadon City with Silphco. I want to track down one of the scientists and see if they can build me a little robot pinky that maybe the tip pops off from and there's like a poison dart in there or a paralyzing dart or something.
Ooh.
I'd love a little robot pinky. A little assassin robot pinky.
Literally, yeah.
Or I can just
That
be like,
sounds savage.
and I can shoot Pokeballs.
little go-go gadget pinky.
Or little go-go gadget pinky. Yeah.
I know that there was one thing that For those who had very eagle eyes, if you were able to read the conversation between, I believe it was Finn and I'd actually disclosed exactly what I wanted to do in the campaign.
Did you?
I did.
Ooh. I'm purposely not going to go back and look at it.
No.
I think
that
to know.
I want to know even on behind the scenes.
Oh, I do.
Okay,
do,
yeah, I was
but-
gonna say. So I had disclosed to Finn that I want to become a professional breeder, a competitive breeder. So very focused on maximizing the IVs, natures, EVs on Pokemon for competitive nature. Not so much for cuteness or competitions or anything like this. I want to breed strong Pokemon.
Okay. I'm smelling a future business venture here. Who's going to have strong Pokemon? The future Kanto champion. It's either going to be me or Cooper.
This is true. This is true. This is
Or
true.
hell, both of us could end up being champion level trainers. You breed our Pokemon, we provide the strong Pokemon, and the name, you provide the genetically superior offspring. We split the funds 3 ways.
Bang.
That would actually be a very good profitable method. I think that it's not something that I wouldn't hate, especially with extra money in all of our pockets.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess in the campaign, in order for me to start successfully breeding, we need to get a breeding kit. So that would be the next big ticket item that I am focused on.
Nice.
Because I can't remember. It's one of my abilities. I get like the ability to pick the natures, which is going to be very
Do
helpful.
you?
I do.
Wow.
That's nice.
You gonna keep it a secret, you reckon, throughout this whole campaign?
In terms of if I'm breeding or not, or
Yeah, basically, yeah, is what I'm asking you.
I think that I've introduced it. I haven't disclosed it to the group. So Finn is the only one that's
Finn's the only
heard
one,
it.
yeah.
It wasn't verbally said on it, but it was we were typing in there, and Finn, I thought was a good person to reach out.
Well, after the events of episode 5, maybe not.
I
Let's
mean,
not go
we
into
could-
it.
Yeah, I mean, we could brush over without saying it, and that way we could have teasers for what's coming up.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Just go.
yeah,
We're not
yeah.
going.
Nah.
Yeah. You don't want to drop a little bit of teasers in there?
That was
I mean-
teaser enough.
Oof.
Nah.
Yeah.
Finn nearly got turned into like episode 2 Cooper.
that there is definitely a cliffhanger. I mean, he was very close to being burnt. Like, let's just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
He was he was not going to
Yeah.
be very successful.
It's definitely a
in this.
must-watch episode. Definitely.
It is.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for everyone to see it.
I can't wait to see
Oh.
it.
Honestly, if I wasn't so tired, I really would continue on and do an episode 5 BTS. Just
Yeah,
because
no, I feel you there.
Nah.
the end of episode 5, or like the last hour of episode 5 was so cool. Like the person that Cooper ran into. That's all we're gonna say. No more.
Yes,
No,
Nah,
that was.
nah.
Hey, look, the encounters that we had throughout it was interesting as well.
Mm.
Interesting as well. I think there was definitely unique stuff that was seen. So it'll be very interesting to see if, I mean, even tying this video in before you put in episode 5, let's see the theories that they come up with in the comments.
Yeah, I will. Because I wanna actually try to edit episode 5 properly. Like I'd like to chuck in some battle music, maybe
Yeah,
some
that'd be
animations
sick.
to go along with it. But that's not something I'm got any experience with. I'll have to actually play around with it. So yeah, this one here will just go out raw. I'll from beginning to end. That's fine. A little bit of a teaser, then we can get the episode 5 one up and running, which will be good.
No bleeps in this one, thank goodness.
Yeah.
No bleeps in this one.
It was.
Mm,
So, what do you think? Episode 5 out of the way. Let's pretend that we're not metagaming on that one because we know what's going to happen. But let's say from episode 4's perspective, what do you believe is the things that we're going to encounter in the future?
as in like if we hadn't just done episode 5, what do I think would happen in episode
Correct.
5?
Yeah, yeah.
pretty similar to what happened, except for maybe the conflict.
Mm-hmm.
I would have expected us all to pretty much get exactly where we did. I wouldn't have expected that random the ace trainer, and that I will just quickly shout out. That was one of our D&D level members. His character, I hope he's a recurring character, because I feel like he could be tough if we hadn't had the Pokemon. If Finn and I didn't have the right Pokemon for that, he would have swept us without a doubt.
It was very, very, very brutal.
Yes.
That's how I'll leave that one.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
do you believe that, I mean, knowing, not episode 5, but knowing from episode 4, what do you think is Finn's, where do you think Finn's mental health is?
I think he's messed up. I think he's definitely probably got the most intense PTSD out of the group of those that are sort of suffering mentally. So like yourself, Finn, really those two. I think Finn's definitely
Yeah.
suffering at the worst. The insomnia is definitely making things worse for him.
I've got a feeling that Finn will be a late surprise. I think that he's got something. I think he's got a lot of character development, but I think that he will be a big shock. I can
think
feel
so
that
too.
coming.
Yeah, I be good if he was the surprise villain.
That would, honestly, I mean, I called it
I
from
reckon
episode
that'd be great.
1
Yeah.
of BTS, but yeah, no, it'll be great.
And
It'll be great.
yeah.
And
Yeah, 'cause he's-
Fergus. Where do we go with Fergus?
I'm not even going to talk about him. I don't even know, man. He's the absolute biggest wild card, most loose cannon player. You just don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, he's
And that's probably scary. That's kind of a scary thing though,
That's very scary.
unpredictability. Like,
Mm.
yeah, not knowing what he's going to do next is just
I really don't buy the card that I want to stay in every forest or camp everywhere. It just it seems like a very odd goal. Very odd goal. But I mean, if he
reckon
wants to
there
camp
is more
everywhere,
to it.
I do too. I think that yes, he's a very humorous character, but I think that he's got a lot of things that we don't know. I think he hides behind his humor.
Yeah. I think I agree.
All right, wrap her up, mate.
Yeah, I think we'll
Yeah.
go there. No big outro, guys. Just I hope you enjoyed the episode. There wasn't really a lot to go into in this BTS, but definitely be on the lookout for episode 5. It was very, very interesting, and I think a lot of things got set up for future episodes, especially probably episode 6 or 7. We might have another bit of a maybe the high point of the conflict that aroused. Definitely not aroused. Arised.
All right,
Yeah, say arised.
That's
It's
the one.
That's it. Have a good night.
One more thing.
That's
one
it.
more thing.
Oh, okay.
Please comment what you believe that will happen in episode 5. Before episode 5 comes out, just whack a comment in there, chuck up a like, find out. We want to see whose prediction's right. Throw in all wild accusations, whatever it is, just whack something below, whack it a thumbs up so it keeps coming out. We like to see what you guys think. So please help Pokeboy out. We really appreciate all the support as well.
GG, my guys. All right. Have a good night.
Peace.
Bye.